Thank you for staying with us here at 9:15. If you are still looking for ways to celebrate that spooky season, Camel City Playhouse is currently performing Evil Dead the Musical, so it's a perfect opportunity here. This is their third and final year of putting on this production. It's also the second weekend of performances running this Thursday through Sunday there in Winston-Salem.
All right, to tell us more this morning is Stephen Malaga and Katie Carroll. Stephen plays the role of Ash and Katie plays his sister Cheryl. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So this really is right on time ahead of Halloween, right? So tell us the premise of Evil Dead. Katie, we'll start with you.
So Evil Dead is just, it's based on a cult favorite movie made many, many years ago. It's about two best friends, their girlfriends, and a little sister who take a spring break trip to a cabin in the woods, start rummaging through things they shouldn't be rummaging through, and chaos ensues. So.
And the rest is from there. Yeah. Stephen, how would you say the musical compares to the film version if you're calling this kind of cult classic? So I'm curious if people who are really big fans of the film, what would they think of this?
Yeah, the play really kind of sticks to the setting of the first and second film a lot. I mean, it primarily takes place in the cabin. In fact, the whole play takes place inside the cabin. But there's references to pretty much all three of the original films scattered throughout, whether it be through one-liners or actually scenes that unfold themselves. So, I mean, I think people who are big, like, you don't even have to be a die-hard fan, but people that just appreciate the canon, the source material, will be able to pick up most of the references in the play.
Okay, and you guys play each other brother and sister. So what is it like working with each other? I mean, is this kind of in your wheelhouse of performing, or what excites you the most about the show?
So I've had a blast. What excites me about the show is it's very campy. So it's not, there's a little bit of scary in it, but there's so many opportunities to sort of interact with the audience and interact with the other actors on stage, and just, we really get to have a good time. And I think the audience can see that when they come and see it.
And Stephen, what about you?
Yeah, I think it's been really great working with Katie. I think this is our second production we've been in together. And I was looking forward to working with her this year. I was looking forward to see what she could bring to the role, and she's definitely hasn't disappointed. She's even added in some of her own flair that's made it creepy, but also hilarious at the same time. But I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's kind of bittersweet with it being the last year, but also a bit of a relief because I'm exhausted. There's a lot of being thrown around and a lot of physical bodily harm, for the sake of the comedy. I mean, it's a really it's like a really stunt oriented show, I guess you could say. But I've had a really good time doing it, and I'm happy to be working with Katie this year as my sister.
And Stephen, as you were just mentioning, this is the final year that this is going to be in production, but this is the third year in total. Katie, this is your first year. So I want to ask you, what has that been like of working with a group of people, some who've performed this before and then coming into it, trying to bring your own spin on it?
Well, I came in with very big shoes to fill. The previous Cheryl is just a riot, and I adore watching her. But as Stephen indicated, we had worked together before, and I've gone and seen it every year they've done it, and I loved it. It just was so fun to watch and so fun to be in that theater. And they just, I felt like I kind of walked into a family. And yes, they only get together, for a short time every year, but when we walked in, and I came in a little late, I came in, I think, a week into rehearsals, but just immediately welcomed in, and everybody is so, they're professional, but they're also looking for opportunities to make the show better and stronger. And it's just been an awesome experience. And I'm really glad that I got a chance to come in and get to know everybody better, but also that they have been so open to some of my ideas, because when you're reprising a role, it's very hard to to make it your own. And I'm always a little worried that they're not going to like what I'm doing, but nobody seems to say much of anything to me. And I've kind of made it my goal to see who I can get to break on stage and just laugh, because it's fun.
That's always my favorite part of those kinds of shows, and it makes those funny moments even funnier. Really quickly, just want to make sure that people, for planning purposes, they know what age group is best suited for this show. Older adults or family friendly? Can you just comment really quick?
Well,
So I have 6 kids. I've let the older ones come to it. I would say PG-13 for sure. Probably a little older than that. There's language. There's some content. It's Steven.
I would say a hard R, but that's how I was raised. I mean, I don't know. My dad would definitely not have let me come to see this when I was 13, but we had some kids in the front row at our last performance who looked to be every bit of like 10, 11 years old. So I don't know. I mean, that's
Best judgment for parents, yeah.
Yeah, but
I-
I would say definitely not under 13. It was hard for me. We scared the kids a little bit.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Well, thank you both so
Yes.
much. You
Good
can break a
luck
leg
this weekend. Yeah, thanks for your time. And everyone at home, weekend 2 of Evil Dead the Musical kicks off Thursday night. All performances are being held at Camel City Playhouse on 7th Street in Winston-Salem. Just visit camelcityplayhouse.com to grab those tickets.